Yo guys, Travis here. AirPods Pro have now existed for 4 years with 3 different models, and personally I have now upgraded from the original 2019 model to the new USB-C second generation. There have been many models of AirPods over the years dating back to 2016, which honestly feels like yesterday, and personally I think these new Pros are the best pods of the bunch. So let's go over features and sound quality of these new Pros and ultimately decide on which AirPods are best for you. Alongside these AirPods Pro, I am looking forward to a new pair of AirPods Max. Those are much in need of an upgrade, so whenever that does happen, keep an eye on the channel for that video and make sure to subscribe. Siri, play MagSafe. Apple does have a track record of having some products receive a mid-gen refresh of that generation. I'm talking to you, the new iPad. So let's go ahead and go over the new features of these AirPods Pro. Now, everything that was added to the Lightning version of the AirPods Pro second generation is here, including improved audio quality, better noise cancellation, the H2 chip, the improved case with speaker, and Find My support. And additionally, on top of that, iOS 17 also added some features to the AirPods Pro second generation as well. Most notably, conversation awareness and personalized volume. Personalized volume adjusts the volume of media in response to your environment. Conversation awareness in particular is something that I didn't expect to be this great. Now, if you haven't seen this feature, conversation awareness seamlessly lowers the media volume and enhances the voice of the people in front of you. This is especially useful for me where I'm in an office setting, being able to talk to people in the room while still have that media playing in the background. And as soon as we're done having a conversation, the media volume goes back up and the noise canceling kicks back in, which is nice. The other thing I do appreciate about these AirPods is the ability to have loud sound reduction. So if you do have these AirPods in and you're walking around town and there's some construction, it's going to reduce the loudness of those sounds to protect your ears. Now, the updated second generation AirPods Pro for 2023 includes some new features, 3 to be specific. Firstly, they have been upgraded with USB-C, and I think this is definitely an accelerated push as the iPhone 15 family is all USB-C now. They also include additional dust resistance, IP54 to be specific, and that is for both the AirPods themselves and the charging case. And lastly is a feature that kind of went under the radar with a little bit of confusion, support for lossless audio only on the Apple Vision Pro, which will get 20-bit 48 kilohertz lossless audio support, which in my opinion will eventually make its way down to upgraded iPhones, iPads, and Macs. And honestly, I think it's going to enhance that experience of that device where you're so immersed in your content as you're wearing it on your face. Audio quality and latency is going to be crucial, and that's where these AirPods come into play. Spatial computing combined with spatial audio is going to provide an amazing experience. And another thing that's going to provide you with an amazing experience is the cases from today's sponsor, CaseCoo. With a new iPhone model comes the need for a new case, and these are the Magic Stand series from CaseCoo. Specifically, these are the Koo Shock cases for iPhone. They come in a variety of colors and also include anti-yellowing technology, keeping the color cleaner for longer. Personally, I'm not a fan of thick and heavy cases, and these Koo Shock cases are low profile and lightweight, complementing the thinness of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Koo Shock cases have multiple material combination technologies, all-around protection from outside to inside, also providing good grip to make sure that your phone stays in your hand. One of the coolest features is the Magic Stand. This magnetic ring folds out at various angles, making it for an easy stand to prop up the phone in both orientations. This is perfect for placing the phone horizontally when watching a movie or playing a game, and vertically when reading cooking recipes or easily browsing social media. Magic Stand supports MagSafe accessories by providing a very strong connection to wallets and charging pucks, which is very important to make sure that those items stay safely attached. For more information on these products from CaseCoo, check out the link in the video description below. Next, let's talk sound quality, and I'm not an audiophile per se, but I can definitely appreciate good sound quality, and these deliver. Now, one thing to note, I am using the personalized spatial audio feature, which tailors your ears to the AirPods themselves using the true depth camera on your iPhone, which is very important because everyone's ears are different. So for spatial audio, I am getting my specific spatial audio profile. And if you do pick up a pair of AirPods Pro second generation, definitely use that feature because it is an improvement. I've spent a good amount of time over the last few weeks listening to both stereo and Atmos content, and I have to say, the sound quality on these things is superb. These AirPods offer a wide soundstage offering clear deep bass, balanced mids and highs, and I had my fair share of times going back and forth between the first gen and these updated second gen, and the difference was pretty significant. I'll have a list of songs down in the description that you guys can try out for yourself, but I wasn't expecting this much of a difference going from the first generation to the second generation Pros. I put these things through their paces with tracks that I'm very familiar with and some I am not so familiar with, and going back and forth, there were things in the tracks that I've listened to thousands of times that I heard little minute details that I did not hear before. One of those tracks in particular is Lying From You by Linkin Park off their second album, and there's a sub bass that hits in the beginning of the song, and if you don't have speakers or headphones that can go that low, you won't even hear it, and it slapped on these AirPods. I feel like most people are going to be listening in stereo, especially if they're getting their music from Spotify or YouTube Music, but if you do have Apple Music, Amazon HD, or Tidal, those do have Atmos, which I think is a whole topic by itself. Now, as far as spatial audio, or Dolby Atmos in this case is concerned, some people love it and some people hate it, and honestly, I think it can really come down to the mix, which will define your experience. Stereo mixes have been around for an extremely long time, so I feel like a lot of those newer stereo mixes are pretty dialed in depending on the producer, but Atmos is still a relatively new format in the music space, and I think the mixes can be all over the place, some good and some not good. Now, if you do find yourself experiencing a good Atmos mix, you will definitely get a very good experience on these AirPods Pro second generation. Tracks that were designed for Dolby Atmos definitely shine here with center vocals right in between your eyes, and anything that's going to be in those rear channels or above you definitely give you that sense of surround and space. I did reference a few tracks that Jonathan mixed in Atmos, so I do have a point of reference as I was in the room for most of those mixes. Now, of course, I am not saying by any means that these are 12 Genelecs and a Symphony IO strapped to your face, but the ability to translate a mix from a studio down to a pair of earbuds of this size is pretty incredible. And if you are dabbling with the idea of hopping into Dolby Atmos mixing, you could use these with Logic Pro and be able to monitor your mix in real time with the spatial audio profile, which I think is going to be the best way for people to reference their mixes going forward. Ultimately, this gets us to the final question, which is which AirPods should you get? If you go to apple.com right now, there are 4 models in the lineup. We have the OG Classics with the second generation regular AirPods, which to be honest, are still my favorite in terms of feel. We do have the third generation AirPods, which are a great balance between cost, updated features, and sound quality. We have the AirPods Max, which are great in my opinion, however, they are getting a little in need of a refresh. And lastly, we have the second generation AirPods Pro with USB-C. Now, the wireless audio earbud space has evolved quite a bit since the introduction of the original AirPods, and there are tons of competitors out there. Now, if you're on the lookout for earbuds that sound great, have additional features like the built-in speaker and Find My, also have some future-proofing with the ability to have lossless audio with the Apple Vision Pro, these are the ones to get. If you liked the video, drop a comment and a like down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good night.